An airplane landed shakily on the tarmac, and incredibly, the pilot turned out to be an 11-year-old girl, with the captain having fainted beside her. It turned out that all 180 passengers on this flight had passed out due to inhaling a special gas, with only this girl remaining conscious. At the critical moment, the girl stepped up and piloted the plane to a safe landing. By the time the rescue team arrived, the girl had already left on her skateboard. The girl's name was Loka, and this was her first time visiting her grandmother. Loka left the airport and sat in a taxi, admiring the beauty of the city. Suddenly, a squirrel ran out from the side of the road, and in order to avoid it, the driver crashed directly into a parked car. Loka quickly got out of the car to help the squirrel, nearly getting hit by a large truck. Seeing that the taxi had caused a traffic jam, Loka calmly sat in the driver's seat, skillfully parked the car, and perfectly handled the traffic accident. She then put the injured squirrel in her backpack and arrived at her grandmother's house, whom she had never met before. As soon as her grandmother opened the door, Loka hurried to hug her tightly. But unexpectedly, her grandmother was very cold. After they sat down, she even told Loka that she had already raised Loka's mother and had no obligation to take care of Loka now. In the evening, Loka had a video chat with her father, who turned out to be an astronaut on a space station. Because he had to carry out a mission, he had no time to take care of Loka, so he had her stay with her grandmother for a while. Her father showed Loka a full view of the earth and asked if she was happy at her grandmother's house. Not wanting to worry her father, she lied and said that her grandmother was very good to her. The next morning, her grandmother was startled by the squirrel. She chased the squirrel with a bouquet of flowers but accidentally fell. Loka heard the noise and wanted to help, but her grandmother mercilessly refused. Loka went to school alone and introduced herself to her new class. Loka said that she had grown up in the European Space Agency and had received formal astronaut training with her father. Her classmates were all very curious about Loka's experience, and even the teacher was stunned, having never seen a student like this before. But at that moment, the injured squirrel woke up, and Loka asked the teacher for leave and left with the squirrel. The next day, because Loka had skipped school for a day, she was called to the principal's office. The principal demanded that Loka's guardian come to the school, but Loka said that she was her own guardian. The principal became very angry and decided to notify the Children's Welfare Institute to take Loka away. Just then, Loka noticed that a classmate was being bullied.